Taurus, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jen with Bohemian Path Tarot, and today we are doing August readings with the Unfolding Path Tarot. Just a reminder, these are general readings for a general audience, so it's not quite the same as doing a one-to-one reading. It might really resonate with you, or there might just be a nugget or two of general wisdom, inspiration. Do check out the readings for your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign if you know those placements. And finally, I'd like to skip through the shuffling part. So the video is just going to fast forward over that. And I will meet you in your reading in just a second. See you there. Okay, Taurus, let's see how August is looking. Ooh, Seven of Wands, Justice, Death, High Priestess. Wow. Okay, so starting with the High Priestess, that's a card of the wise woman, sharing wisdom, sharing knowledge, sometimes sharing stories, writers, content creators. There's this piece of sometimes the wise woman is sharing knowledge, sharing wisdom through stories. That's super specific, right? The other kind of take on the High Priestess is the piece about tuning into your intuition. It's the traditional interpretation of the High Priestess is about that feminine intuition. It's actually about the secret knowledge. It's about gaining wisdom and guarding wisdom. Sometimes about sharing secret knowledge, women's mysteries, that sort of thing. I'm particularly noticing the phases of the moon in her, on her head as like sort of a crown tiara. That's a typical symbol with the High Priestess in all depictions of this character. And of course, we have a new moon coming up in the beginning of August. There's the new moon in Leo. So for one or two of you, that might be very significant. You may have a very special new moon ceremony or a special celebration, a lunar celebration. But a final way we can look at this card, the High Priestess card, is for those of you who may be interested in going back to school, getting a license, going back to to finish your degree or get a GED, something like that, the High Priestess would support getting knowledge in that way. So that's a lot of different interpretations. So just in summary, this could be for writers, like the editing process, or for those of you who create content like other tarot readers, Reiki, astrologers. This would really support starting a channel, creating your content, building your brand, writing your book, launching something, launching a project, something like that. That's really well supported, possibly at the new moon, something like that. For some of you, especially earth-based religion types, this may refer to a special lunar ceremony coming up that marks the passing of knowledge or some sort of initiation. And finally, this could also refer to a more mundane or standard going back to school and getting a license or a degree in, nursing license or something of that nature. The next card we have here in the Seven of Wands is a card of standing up for yourself. It's sort of like an audition card or an interview card. So if you have a job interview, or if you have to maybe defend your thesis, if you're one of those who have gone back to school and are working on a degree or something like that, this would indicate a time when you just need to call on your confidence. You know your stuff. You can practice, put on your best outfit, whatever you need to do to feel confident. In those action movies, there's that training montage, like 80s teen, like wax on, wax off, where there's, I'm sure only a few of you will understand that reference, but when the hero has their training and they put on tunes and there's all different scenes where they're eating weird foods and working out hard and sweating and building muscle, and then they get to the point where they're ready to face their foe. Well, this is the card where you've done all of that, maybe just before you go to face your foe or do your audition or your interview or defend your thesis. You pop in, the music that you listened to while you were training or whatever, but you're ready, you got this. And as long as you go in with confidence and remember you did all the training, you did all the stuff you were supposed to do, you got this, you got this. This is just about bringing your confidence in with you. The card we have at the top here is Justice. It indicates something goes in your favor, that justice follows you. This can be winning a contract or earning a contract, a fair negotiation, especially if you've, had an interview or, like an audition. If this is you, launching a book, or if, you've gone to a publisher to pitch your book or something like that, this is you earning a contract, something along those lines. This is, of course, different for different Taurians, so I'm sure you'll know what this interview is and what this contract or this negotiation might be. The Justice card can also be in the realm of personal contracts, like a marriage contract, divorce, alimony. It's showing up indicating that it's a fair contract, though. Whatever you're negotiating goes in your favor. It reminds you to be fair, but as long as you're fair, things go in your favor. There is also the reminder to read the small print, too. If it is something where you're signing on the dotted line, you're signing a contract for, a series of books or something along those lines. If you're entering into some sort of binding contract, just be sure you know what you're agreeing to, especially if you're like going into business with a friend, like if you're opening a yoga studio with a friend or something. Just make sure that you formalize everything and you both understand what you each are bringing, and that you both are on the same page, that you have a business plan, that sort of thing. Finally, we have the Death card, and of course that the Death card doesn't refer to literal death. Isn't that beautiful? I love this rendition of the card. It doesn't refer to literal death. It's about transformation, right? So whatever this sort of knowledge, information gathering, editing, whatever this piece is, as you're moving through the month, and I'm not convinced that for everybody this is all one story. Like, I think for some of you, this is all one story. Like, all of these pieces are interrelated, but for some of you, this is an event, and this is an event, and this is an event, and this is kind of a final outcome. There's this transformation at the end of the month. You really feel like, and by the end of August, you really feel like kind of a new person, like something has really shifted in you, because this knowledge or this wisdom has brought you, it evolves through this confidence that allows you to stand up for yourself or defend your thesis or audition or get the gig or whatever it is, the job or whatever this piece is where you stick up for yourself. And this contract where you negotiate or whatever this piece is, there's this piece where you know what's true and right for yourself, that gives you the confidence to stick up for yourself and negotiate for yourself in August. That brings about a real sort of transformation by month's end. It's a really gorgeous reading, Taurus. I hope you love it. I hope you're really inspired. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Until next time, bye for now.